I've gotten older, but of course India, South Asia has changed. And for me it was very heartening. I have to tell you that the last time I made a welded mask, I've been painting and printmaking, so the last time I made a welded mask was in '96 or '97, before I went to Bosnia to work with women and youth. In '95 I was in Bangladesh, where I did a huge amount of metal sculpture for Dhaka University. And I haven't made a mask since then, but there I am in Dhaka, and they expect me to be demonstrating and teaching at the sculpture department. And I have to say that it was rather wonderful, because I like a challenge. And it was indeed a challenge. You know, we had to go to Old Dhaka to get the metal, and they put it on a rickshaw to get it cut. And I started working, and the gas wasn't working properly, and the torch wasn't working properly. But I made, this was my first piece, and I have to get a good picture of you with this, because I have a picture of you, it's out of focus. I'm going to tell you two stories. This is my easy one that I'm going to tell you. It's one that was told, I have a different mask at home. It's called From the Grave of Martyrs. And it has a very, when I went to Dhaka in '95, it was that week of the Day of Martyrs. And it was very moving for me. I couldn't understand the language, but I could understand the tears. And so when I made my masks, one of them, one that I have it at home, a student told me this story. So I have been telling this story with this mask, but only because it's, I must confess, easier for me. So this is my first start. And then I'm going to tell you the masked tale that I developed in Dhaka. And I'll give you a little background and tell you the story. And you are the only one who has seen that and heard it and saw it. I have given my life so that you can be free. You see still the wounded on the streets from that time. Have you seen them? I saw them. I have given my life so you can be free. I ask you, what have you done? What are you doing with this freedom? I have given my life for you. This is not just a Bangladesh story, it's a universal story.
But you wrote the dialogue.
Well, you know, I embellish it, but a student gave it to me.
You felt in your heart,
yes,
otherwise you wouldn't have been saying this is so easy.
Of course, of course.
Wonderful.
Okay. Well, in Dhaka this time, I was making this mask. I had made some monoprints, which I have if anybody wants to look at them. Barry hasn't seen them yet. And when I came back, I had taught my students how to weld, and there was a technician who could watch over them. And I had set aside some metal for me for my second mask, my third mask. And when I got back, the students had used all my metal, but there were scraps. And I have to tell you, I'm very experienced in going to the scrapyard and working with scraps. So this is the miracle mask, because it was made from the scraps that the students had discarded.
I feel so blessed.
So it was, you know, I say going to South Asia for me is an exercise in resilience. And every once in a while I had to remind myself.
Yeah, I do.
So there I was, working with a torch that didn't work so well. It was constantly going out, and just exactly enough bronze to cover. Exactly enough. It was down this small when I finished.
Mentally.
I found myself waking in the night when I stayed at the guest house, the Ambrosian guest house. I'd been there before, so it was also wonderful to see the changes. The bathroom is better.
Something is better.
Huh?
Something is
So,
better.
yes, the bathroom was better, and everybody was very nice, of course.
No, I don't like that.
But why was I waking at night? In the morning when I go down for my breakfast, the newspaper was there, and there was a story. And this story I felt, because it was waking me, because I was so upset about it, that I had to make a mask that was a memorial to this person. At first, she had no name.
Can you see it?
Now, I've been telling this story in America, so I'm going to tell it to you as though you are an American born here.
Bye-bye.
Have you been raped? Do you know someone? Silence. I hear silence when I ask that question. Do you know someone who has been raped? Do you know someone? Murdered. Hannah is her name. "14 years old. Beaten. Did the rapist beat her before or after? Beaten. She came home raped and beaten. Her fault, he said. And they believed him. Her fault. Her fault. In Bangladesh, they told me there are thousands like her. Thousands. 14. Beaten. Raped. Murdered. Her cousin, his family, the rapist, they got a fatwa against her. My daughter looked it up online. The mother brought her to be punished because she was afraid they would scorn her. Her daughters, the others would never marry. Never. She brought her daughter, and they tied a cloth in knots. 3 days. It took her 3 days. Hannah Actor is her name. At first, the newspapers had no name. Then they said Hannah. Then they said Actor. The father brought her to the hospital, and they said there were no wounds, and they let her go. Beaten, bleeding, black and blue, no wounds. He went to the police. an illiterate man. He went to the police. They had him sign. It was her fault. And his thumb. What did he know? He knew enough to go to the papers. He went to the papers. First the Bangla paper, then the Daily Star every day. I read it. My daughter said the mother brought her. So I looked her up online. And what did I see? 14-year-old girl murdered in Australia, in Canada, in California, raped and murdered. Hannah, let's not forget her. One of thousands. The Supreme Court indicted, had another autopsy. Internal bleeding, body black and blue, 3 days to die. The mother watched, the father watched, the sisters watched. 3 days to die. The father took a micro loan to bury her. Let's not forget. Let's speak up. Let's not let this happen. Her fault. For being 14 years old. Beaten. Raped. Hannah, let us remember. Hannah.